In this video, we'll be running through some trade indicators, some structure, and how to identify precision. If you're new here, I do run a Discord where I give live analysis daily with plenty of other resources, so do check it out. It'll be linked in the description. So to start here, I want to talk about this EMA cloud, which I do use the 8, 13, and 21 for the settings, and how to apply it to intraday trading. So very simply, when the cloud is red, it's in a downtrend. When it is green, it's in an uptrend, right? When it converges, these are periods of liquidity building where reversals could occur or chops, right? So how would we apply this daily to the 1 minute chart as well with the algos? So let's run in through today. So off the open, you see the cloud is converging here right near the 20-day MA, which means at this point you are waiting for the cloud to expand. You do nothing in this area. On the 1 minute, there will be a structure that follows, but you have to firstly look for the cloud to expand. Right, so in this area here is where you notice expansion, right? On the 1 minute chart, you see that with this structure here. This is a head and shoulder that appeared within the blue precision and magenta resistance. Great trade to have taken if you did catch that. Um, and you would have been able to see that the cloud then again pushes further down. And now after this move has confirmed, you are now looking to see retracements off this cloud to take more downside. Until this cloud converges back into green and then retraces as support, you are really not looking long. And you'd see that as a cup and handle. Um, Otherwise, it would start converging and get trapped, and I'll explain more about how that will work down below. So then on the 1 minute, you see the next following structures start to play out here. You see the head and shoulder again, bear flag forming, right, which is exactly this area here for another trade to take, right? And on the 1 minute, it's a beautiful head and shoulder, right? You see the blue precision guiding down, breakout of magenta here, right, so it's a head and shoulder, magenta break, blue precision, teal support break, so the volatility has increased, and it's a beautiful move down. At this point, right, this is very simple, very easy. Cloud's red, you're looking for head and shoulder structures, selling precision, right? Very easy. Now I want to talk about this area here. This is important. So let's go to the 1 minute. I want you to first see this line here. This was the prior low. Very important level. You get the selling here, break and retrace, starts to sell. Okay, at this point, everything is fine. You're looking to see if the next head and shoulder plays out, precision appears and breaks down. This doesn't happen though. So on the cloud here, you will see this move here starts to bring the cloud closer together and converge. At this point, you need to see this magenta breakdown, right? It's okay to miss the breakdown here. We want to see the yellow after, right? This will be perfect if this happened, right? This would have played out. You would have seen the cloud start to get steeper again, right? The downtrend starting to emerge. But instead, you see a grind up. That's not what you want to be taking trades at. You don't want to take trades anywhere within this magenta. But I do want you to pay attention to this level and then how the pink reclaims ranges. So back at this cloud, right? You see it's converging. Price breaks out right around this area, right? That's right here. Green precision appearing and breaking out of pink and bearish controls. This yellow algo that's supposed to hold the range down from this low fails to hold, and then we get a retrace of this pink here for another breakout, right? Beautiful. You see that with the cloud. This confirms the move to the upside, right? Very, very easy, very simple. And then through the rest of the day, you could see some buying happening until the end of day where a sell-off happens. That's completely normal end of day, back to safety, right? Back to VWAP. All right, great. So now let's run into seeing these precisions. This is very, very easy, very simple. Anytime you see large volatile candles, normally not just one, right? You want to see a surge of orders coming uh, in every minute, right? It's not just going to be one candle, right? Sometimes it can be, but mainly volatility coming in, breaking support levels, right? These algos are support levels. You see that support off of this algo, right? So when it breaks, we know in a volatile manner that there's a precision here. That's very simple. Anytime you see that, right? Blue algo break here. Green precision is appearing from a lack of selling continuation. It's that simple. Um, Precision, very easy to spot. Don't get caught up though in the middle of a wedge. If you already see the precision is lacking, you need to be more patient and wait for the main supports. So another question I was asked, when is it a proper time to take a earlier position than just the maybe the main algos like magenta and yellow, right? So if you wanted to take a starter position, you need to see a stronger imbalance in price. You don't want to see precision appearing right at the end, right? This is great here because you see the head appearing, right? The left shoulder, head appearing, right shoulder. Yeah, you could take earlier position here. You could take position here, right? This is the main magenta algo below, which never breaks, by the way. So that's more so what you want to be doing. Understanding the imbalance is very, very important, right? Look at this. There's not much of an imbalance in price here. You don't see a larger imbalance forming. There's not much of a target. Their chances are is it's going to need to rebuild liquidity. Why? Because it just lacks imbalance, right? Instead, the larger the structure, the higher of a chance, as long as it's within the trend still, of course, the higher of a chance you're going to get a stronger move down. Think of it like a rubber band, right? This is a large rubber band pulled to the downside, right? So somebody loaded that rubber band very far back to try to shoot it down, right? This one, not as much, so it needs to go again, right? So identify your precisions, identify the imbalance. The stronger the imbalance, the better. And yeah, okay, so now I want to talk about this day. Right, so going off the cloud, you could see already in a very, very strong downtrend. The cloud is very steep, so until that cloud turns green, you do not go long unless off of a Zomi, but you are looking for more downtrend as long as it stays red. So very simply, you see the large volatile candles, and let's look into the 1 minute chart here, how you could take entry. This entry, not as easy, but still very possible, right? Because why? We identified this blue precision, guided down to the penny, and you see the teal support break. This is very important, right? This teal breaking tells us the buyers are losing control, the sellers are getting more volatile. After seeing this bear flag above as well, right? Buyers buying at a higher price, still selling at the same price. That's how you also notice flags. Right, and sellers start taking over and breaking supports in a more volatile manner. That's a great entry, right? So you see the flag here, selling starting to pick up, you can take entry like that. That's great. That's a great entry. You see then the cloud stays, or it gets very steep here, but we do start lacking continuation down here. Why? Because there isn't a strong enough imbalance. Right here, price is steadily selling at around these same resistances and the same supports, right? This isn't what you want to be seeing. You want to see ranges being broken. If we break down, there was an attempt here, right? So if you were with me live that day, I did take a trade here. I wanted to see the break and retrace out of this teal then off of this entry. Sadly, that did not happen, and we reverted back within this range. So sellers need to break this new low then, which they failed to do so. That's how you know then we're lacking continuation once more. They can't break this low, and that's how you then can start to see the bull flag as well. Sellers stuck, buyers buying at the same support, sellers selling at lower highs. This isn't great, right? This is a wedge. So again, that is a bull flag. So once you see these buy orders come in, this is where a Zomi would occur, and right, you see the precision then appearing. If I was charting this out here, I would have put this here. You would have been able to take starter position within this area, right? Once the magenta is broken out of, that's the bearish control. You could take position here. But then again, there's an easier position here once this teal breaks, reclaiming this range, right? So understand structure there. You can see the bull bear flag, how that works. Um, and then being able to take position once the precision appears. And you can see this beautifully on the cloud. These buy orders coming in are going to converge the cloud. You can see that, right? As long as these buy orders stay within this area, the cloud will converge green fairly quickly, which it does. And you get a beautiful, beautiful bounce off of that, right? So that was within this area here, right? And you see the buy orders coming in, right? Zomi, you could definitely Zomi this area too. Nothing wrong with that. Um, or scalp this position here. Nothing wrong with that. Only problem is it's a bit closer to the resistance level, so not as easy to take it. Instead, it's better if the bulls then retraced and bought once more after building more liquidity, right? A little bit easier of a trade to see here. So yeah, and then cloud is already flipped, so very well, very easy to take, very easy to see, right? If you're understanding that the bulls were now within control here, building liquidity, and waiting for precision to appear to break resistances, right? Break out of resistances. Very easy, right? Very easy to see, very easy to understand. So then we get back into the end part of this day, and this day was stuck within a range, as you can tell, right? So truthfully, until the bulls close the cup at the high here, right? You're still understanding we're trapped within a range, and truthfully, nobody has control. Um, you're to wait for the edges. That's the best. But intraday, obviously, there will be position, and we can use the EMA cloud to see this, right? So I want to talk about this area here. This is very important for you to see. Uh, we want to see the steepness of the cloud. We want to make sure the sellers were appearing. They did not appear in this area. Buyers appeared. Then sellers back to converge the cloud once more. But this area here, you see the cloud steepness coming in as the sellers pull off of it, right? So this is very important for you to see then with this position. And look how it all lines up with the algos as well. You get this yellow break as the cloud gets steeper into the red. Very, very nice end of day position. Very nice end of day position. So precision appeared. You easily see the strength of the imbalance with this head. The precision following all the way through at this liquidity level here makes this position very easy to take. Um, right, very nice structure, very nice head and shoulder here, which is what this was. Right, beautiful position. Okay, so let's talk about Friday here. Um, this was just a nice uptrend day. Um, but I also want to talk about these zomies that were possible. So, right, this is a zomi here. Why? Why would you enter this zomi even though the cloud is green? Well, you have the green precision, orange break, right, with this head that had formed, right? So seeing that precision early made it a little easy to take this position, knowing we had liquidity here. So zomies like that are possible even though the cloud is green, right? So don't think just because the cloud is green, you have to look long. the chances are that the trend is going to head up as long as this cloud stays very steep like this. But you can definitely zoom position, right? And you'll see again, after the cup here had closed, there was this head and shoulder here that was forming up. And you can see the green precision appearing for another position, right? But at this point, when this fails to even get to yellow, right? We know the buyers are holding this. This isn't great to be going short anymore. At this point, you need to allow for cups to close, right? That will help the EMA cloud to turn red. If this cup here closed, right, this cloud would turn red, and then you could wait for a cup inverse cup and handle to form off of it, right? So very easy indication to tell you, okay, do not be looking short. This is an uptrend. The cloud is very steep. Look for pullbacks, look for flags off of it, um, and you'll be just fine. Sadly, this day wasn't very volatile, right? As Fridays could a lot of times are trend days, but they could just be very slow grinds, which they were. It ended up buying up in this yellow, but the 5-day MA becoming support here, which was this yellow line, right? This gives you a position once you see the break and retrace, yellow support, and then some signs of orange precision appearing here, right? Not too bad of a trade. Okay, I think that about wraps it up. We talked about some flagging, we talked about how to identify precision, and we talked about the EMA cloud. Hopefully this helped you out. Do give some feedback, leave some comments on what you guys would like to see next, and we'll go from there. All right, have a great day.